Welcome to Drinking Bros, presented by GhostBed.com. Yeah, welcome to Drinkin' Bros, kids. If you're coming to the studio and you're a guest on the show, we would really prefer if you brought your own booze with you, in particular one that you own, so that way we can get multiple bottles of it. We've got Brent Pella on the show today.
Yo!
Brought his own booze.
Brought the own booze, dude.
Hey, I want to say that I'm proud of you, man. This is
Thanks,
this
bro.
is a massive accomplishment. We were going through with Hard AF Seltzer.
Yeah.
People don't realize how hard it is just to get a product out into the world. This is a massive accomplishment. Last time you were here, you were like, hey, dude, I got this Rosé. I was like, cool, man, sure. You'll never
Sure,
do
that'll
it.
happen.
Because we hear that, and I'm going to write a book, man. I'm thinking about writing this book.
Yeah.
Neither ever happens. This is his new booze right here. It is called Vibe Rosé. It's a great bottle, great branding, everything, man. Holy
Thanks,
shit,
bro.
you did it, dude.
Thanks, man. It's been a hell of a journey. It's pretty crazy. When I first started, I got 6 months in, and I started questioning everything because it's just such a fucking nightmare to get a business off the ground.
It's so fucking
It's crazy. It's taken me like 10 years, and I'm barely doing comedy for a living.
You're doing like math in your head. You're like, well, if I sell this much, I'm going to make this much money. And then you do your fucking report at the end of the month, and you're like, wow, I made $6.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because the other part about booze is you end up giving it to people for, hey, post it, talk about it, but it's like I've already paid for that.
Right.
You can't get that money.
Dude, we're
back.
giving away so much, and thank you guys for paying for both of these bottles. I
Absolutely.
appreciate it. Yeah,
Absolutely.
The discounted rate of $70 per bottle.
Of course, of course.
But yeah, dude, it was the original idea was to do Rosé, like I told you, I think back when I was here last.
Correct. Yes.
And then Corolla has that.
Yeah,
and
he's squatting on it though.
He's
not
squatting
even
on
we
it.
using
were unaware that he had that he owned the trademark for it.
Yeah, he owns the trademark, and he I guess his legal team had refiled for it recently, even though it's not like being actively used in the market. So I just decided to avoid it and go with the plan B, which was Vibe. Which is cool because the whole thing is a vibe. You know, the whole branding of the wine, of the rosé, is to just put some good energy into the world.
Well, the other thing to keep in mind is rosé is a lot of women drink it, tons,
Yes.
and this is I think you lucked out.
Yeah.
This is better for women, where it's like it's not a bunch of dudes who are drinking rosé.
Right.
I love it, but it's not a bunch of dudes. This will kill with the ladies.
Oh yeah, it's definitely more female driven than male driven, but I unapologetically fucking love rosé. I always have. I'm always happy whenever I drink it on a boat, on a rooftop that I'm randomly at with a friend with no pants on, wherever it is. I enjoy it.
Yeah, and you mentioned it was your plan. The name was the Plan B. If you actually added Plan B to it. Now, it's definitely for the women, right?
So all the women drink it, and then they can't get pregnant, and nobody pulls out, and it's hot boy summer.
Yeah.
It's our time.
I'm trying to get some bottles to Nick Cannon.
Are you?
Yeah.
How many kids does that guy have? 9?
I think he's pushing double digits.
One died.
Yeah.
One just
Have you
died.
seen his
I know,
house?
that's sad.
I know.
His house looks like a community college.
Oh, yeah.
It's like it's all glass on the outside. Like,
Yeah.
that was your dream, bro. You're fucking rich.
He's a weird guy.
I would have gargoyles and fucking butlers and shit, not a glass house.
Well, he used to do shit like that, so I think he's beyond it. His office was next to mine at MTV's.
Oh, cool.
And I did his show, Short Circuits, back in the day. It was like sketches. It was like a sketch comedy show.
Yeah.
And he would put the budget for the show was $250,000 per episode, right?
That's pretty good.
Well, it's MTV.
Yeah.
So it was like, all right, you got $250 a show. He pulled up in I'll never forget this. He pulled up in a $350,000 car, Bentley. And then he had a Mickey Mouse chain. And the chain alone was $100,000 around his neck. And we were all working for like $8. And I was just like, congratulations.
Congratulations,
So all the
Nick.
fucked up shit that you were hoping Nick did, he had already done it. The next step is a community college.
Right.
We bought a church, for Christ's sakes. Like, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause you pulled up, I saw you in the parking lot. You're like,
Dude, I gotta.
yo, man, am I in the right place? It says like Freedom Church out here.
I kept driving on the way. I kept driving because I just wanted to see what it was. At first, I didn't know if it was like a Scientology retreat, and so I flipped around. And luckily, you pulled in at the same time, so I was in the right spot.
We were actually
but,
planning on baptizing you before you leave here today.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not anti that. We could try it.
Well, we got rid of that. That was here. The
Yeah.
tub was here.
Was it really?
Swear to God, yeah. Yeah.
Dude, you should have kept it. You could just put Hard AF Seltzer in it.
So what
bless
happened
whoever walked in.
was there was a tub for that, and there was a tub for the snakes. And so we didn't know which was which because they were emptied out. And
wait, what do you mean tub for snake? Tub for the snakes?
Snakes. Yeah, it's Pentecostal. So they had some snakes in here.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You're not familiar with the snake handling?
No, I have no idea what that is.
It's like God will protect us kind of situation.
So they handle snakes, holding the faith that the snakes won't bite them?
It's a demonstration of faith or something. I don't know.
It is, yeah.
For sure.
And then like the way you're able to squeeze it, I think if you take the venom out, you're able to get the white lines and shit on your face. Like, yeah. Back in the day, my dad used to, his girlfriend's sister was in Pentecostal, and we saw her outside of a concert, and she had the snakes, and I was like, what the I'm a kid, and I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
It was my first introduction to it.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, but we all remember where we were.
Yeah.
When we got introduced to it. Today's your day.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm down to handle some snakes.
Today's your day. Before we went on air, Bob fucking righted me because I didn't know that there was full porn on Twitter until, 3 years ago?
We're all learning.
That's so long. Like, dude, that was like a thing. Like, every other week, it would be like people were policing the likes of famous people, and they would find like a famous person every other week.
Wasn't there a politician?
Ted Cruz.
Ted Cruz and a basketball coach, right?
Yeah.
Who do you remember who it was?
I don't remember. I remember like my university president got busted liking some chick blowing a dude underwater. Like, it fucking never stopped.
It's art.
It's art.
It is art.
So we had Tiana Trump on the show. That episode is still available, shockingly, to the world. But she was the one who said, I give the best blowjobs on the planet. And I was like, prove it. And she goes, oh, just go to my Twitter. And I was like, huh? And I didn't understand.
Yeah.
So I went to her Twitter, and she was just working dongs all the way down. It was endless. Every post.
Tweet?
Yes, every tweet was that. And
Twitter
I was like,
porn is wild because there's no restrictions.
Yeah,
there's no restrictions.
Not only is there no restrictions, but she was calling out like celebrities that she was like, I could do this to your dick if you wanted to.
Oh my God.
And it was like NBA players, actors and shit like that. And I was just like, man, let's say you're a young NBA player, right? Tiana Trump's hot as fuck.
Yeah.
She's giving head like that.
You're in.
Single? Like, dude,
100%.
Jimmy Garoppolo did it, remember? And he took Homegirl out on Rodeo Drive, and then the 49ers shut that the fuck down. When those photos dropped, they were like, hey, dude, we just signed you to a fucking $150 million contract. And the first thing you do is take out your favorite porn star to dinner, which is kind of what we would probably all do.
Absolutely, that's what we would all do.
It's interesting how Twitter decides what to allow and what not to allow, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you remember the flying butthole challenge?
What was that?
It was where you sit your phone on your bed, like propped up on your pillow, and then you run into the room naked and launch your butthole and it would just be like a butthole fly. And
That's hilarious.
For some reason, they started deleting those and banning. It's
but you can eat asshole.
Yeah,
on Twitter, and it's totally fine.
I understand when it's a trend that's going to get somebody hurt. That's fucking stupid, like eating Tide Pods and shit. But you're not hurting anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can
that's
show
crazy.
somebody fucking getting their butthole double penetrated, you can't show.
Dude, I
just
had
the
to
butthole?
mute. I'm friends with a couple porn stars, and I had to mute all of them on Twitter so that their stuff doesn't show up in my feed anymore. Because I was showing my mom a dog video one time, and it just came up. It was like a human centipede of action for like 3 minutes, and it was just right there as soon as I opened the app.
Mine's at the gym, so like in between sets, I'll kind of scroll through whatever, like whoever tweeted me, and it was just like, oh my god, just graphic hardcore fucking, and people are walking by and they're like, Jesus Christ, I'm like, no, you understand, I host the podcast, and they're like,
That's why I've got the,
I take pre-workout. You look at Twitter.
That's why
porn.
I've got the privacy screen.
Oh, that's
have you
smart.
seen this?
Yeah.
That's smart.
It's like I remember when I first started using it was 2017, the middle of 2017, I think. And I'm pretty sure it was Jared sent me something super fucked up. And I'm looking at it in the airport. I was flying from Salt Lake City to fucking Vegas, I think. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, that's hilarious. And there's like a 6-year-old right here. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, I got to get one of those then.
Yeah, you have to.
6-year-old, yeah.
You have to. Are we buffering, by the way? It appears so. Is it our shitty internet?
I'm not seeing a buffer.
What is it? Do we find out? Is Nick here? Do we find out if it's shitty?
It's just the internet that we have.
It's that church internet, dude.
Why don't you
gotta have faith.
Have him get new internet.
Oh,
Giorgio,
man,
have the guy get new internet.
Whose joke is this? Is it maybe Mark Normand? I don't remember who it is, but he told this great joke. Why don't churches like Wi-Fi? And it's because they don't want to compete with an invisible power that actually exists.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a good
Nailed it.
joke.
It's a great joke.
That's a fantastic joke.
Listen to it in Mark Norman's voice.
In
Yeah, that's
his voice,
absolutely Mark
it's
Norman.
even better.
Yeah.
It's even better. Congratulations. I want to try
Dude,
it live
thank you
on
so
air.
much.
I want to try it live on air. Where is this available?
Board up. So we just released literally last week. We
Okay.
went public with everything. We're slowly growing the social channels, posting content. VibeRosé.com, VYB.
Give that to D'Anthony.
ROSE.com.
Okay.
We can ship to Texas starting next week, and Florida and New York and Arizona starting next week as well. Right now, we're just shipping to California as the other licenses and permits and all the other kind of
Sure.
bullshit.
Pain in the ass.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
But it's super fucking fun. We're doing a couple release parties next week in Santa Barbara and launch parties and stuff like that.
This is really fucking good.
Thanks, man.
I mean,
I vetted
for real.
it. I like did the whole. I didn't just say like, "Yo, give me some fucking wine." I went through a whole process.
Yeah.
So did
trying
we.
to find a place.
Because
Yeah.
you can just pick a recipe and be like, yo, fuck
Yeah, or you
guys.
can hire someone to do it for you, but it takes the passion away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is really fucking good.
Thanks,
dude.
man.
Holy shit, congratulations.
Thanks, bro.
Goddamn, dude.
Yeah, I wanted
This
to
is
do like a California rosé. So it's Sauvignon Blanc and Pinot Noir mostly. So it's a little dry, but you can smash it. You know, it's real
Absolutely
smooth.
crush it.
Really good
Yeah.
with fatty meats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what that's for.
Absolutely.
We have a lot of cookouts and grilling events here in Old Tejas, as you
Yeah.
would imagine. And Dan's always pairing up shit. Last time I was at your house, you have like 200 bottles of wine.
Yeah, quite a bit more.
do you pair a lot of wine with food?
Yeah.
Like you know the process to do that,
Well, I mean, I
or
know,
you do it for your own flavor profile?
Yeah, I know the basics, and then it's just like going to college, right? You don't really learn anything; you just learn how to look shit up.
Sure.
So I know what to search for if I'm making a kind of food, like what the general taste notes. Actually, I worked at this winery for a while doing executive protection, like bodyguard work, and their master, whatever the fuck they're called, not a sommelier, but a person that actually makes wine. I don't know what they're called.
Winemaker
Is that it? This is
Probably.
winemaker? Yeah.
Vintner.
Vintner
Maybe, I don't know. Is that what it is?
might be Vintner.
Yeah. Anyways, the dude taught me all this weird shit. Like when they do wine tastings, they have if a wine has whatever notes it has, whatever flavor profiles it has, they'll actually have that thing there. So if it's like if it's like freshly cut grass, they'll actually go out and cut some grass and put it in a bowl, and you smell it and you taste the wine, so it like trains your palate and shit.
Wow.
It's a really good idea.
That's wild.
And it's a fun,
That's a super good idea.
If you're looking for like a dinner party thing to do,
Yeah.
with this in particular, or
Yeah.
especially when you start coming out with different wines, that's a really good one to do.
Yeah. The goal would be to transition into to evolve into a canned beverage in the next couple of years, either a canned spritz or a canned.
My
Rosé,
goal is
something
just
like
to
that.
transition. I want to
Yeah,
get out of this
yeah.
altogether and start
Yeah.
getting fucked properly.
You
That's
should.
just me.
And you could probably win some swimming events. if you did that,
Not anymore.
you know?
They took it away.
Not anymore. That's right.
Yeah,
It's gone.
they're out.
Only
Yep.
Fenna
Gone.
or whatever.
Homegirl, Riley Gaines, who we had on the show,
Yeah.
she was on Tucker 2 nights ago talking about it. She was probably the most outspoken critic, and then they nuked it, rightfully so. She was just like, dude, I'm tired of getting worked.
Yeah.
Like, I just lost the national title, bro.
Yeah. Holy shit. I'm tired.
I'm tired.
I'm tired. I'm tired.
She's going to dentistry school. Did you forget, that you see that commercial? Most of these college athletes
Right,
will never get a job in something else. And it's just
Right,
like-
right.
And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
all right, cool. And she's like, I'm like, what are you going to do after this? She's like, I'm going to dentistry school and be a dentist. And I was like,
Damn.
oh, fuck. That's right, dude.
That's
You got to
right.
do that.
Yeah,
you know?
have to.
Yeah.
You can't live off, $1,000 a month.
Strange, isn't it?
Sponsorship deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's so strange where you're like, oh,
crazy.
man, you're a world-class athlete. Now what are you going to do?
That's kind of why I love college basketball more than the NBA. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I'm a fan too. It depends on where we're at. Like
In the season, for sure.
Well, this Warriors time that we're in. I
okay,
don't know if
yeah,
you
yeah.
just watched the finals.
Yep.
It depends on who's in it. Like,
Yep.
I'm a Hawks fan, so like I will eternally live in misery and will never win. So it doesn't
Yep.
really matter for me. But if there's fun players and teams that I can get behind, like the Warriors,
Yeah.
are a blast to watch. I don't care where I'm at. I'll put on a Warriors game and be fine with it. But a few years ago, I would say pre-Warriors, there was
Yeah.
a gap in time there where, because Kobe had just won his last one.
Yeah, it was between
That was
Kobe
that
and
was
like
12,
Stephen
right?
Yep.
Clay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I needed that because like the LeBron era to me was fucking worthless.
Sure.
Going to Miami and picking up 2 other
Oh yeah.
guys. Like
even during that time was when I really fell in love with college basketball.
Yeah, I went back. Yeah,
yeah, you can't do that in college basketball.
No.
Well, now you can with the NIL deals, probably, right?
You hope so.
But
Sure,
you can,
yeah.
but you're only
so.
going to get them for 1 year because anybody that's that good is only going to play 1 fucking year.
But
right?
also, it
Yeah.
forced the G League to start paying kids who are
Yeah.
18 years old. So that'll eliminate that a little bit. But college basketball is always a fucking blast.
It's always a blast.
And we gamble on the show all the time because we've got a gambling sponsor. Shout out to
Oh, nice.
mybookie.com.
Yeah.
Go Drinkin Bros doubles that deposit. And we bet on there all the time. And it's like college games
Yeah.
are a fucking blast.
They're so fun.
Yeah.
Dude, March Madness, I'll just line up like
That's
a
it.
million parlays.
It should be a 3-week holiday.
It's so fun.
Let's give everybody 3 weeks off, and
Yeah.
then you can bet your whole salary
And it's
on it.
my birthday is March 16th, so sometimes it lands on Selection
wow.
Sunday
It's
or the first week of the
is that
games.
Is that St. Patrick's Day too?
Day
sometimes?
the day before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Jared's
Yeah.
is actually the 18th.
Oh, killer!
really?
So we need to do,
shit!
We need to
Vegas
do,
next year.
We need to do a 3-day weekend.
Yes,
That'd be crazy.
Vegas for opening round is the best
It's
ever.
the best.
Me and
I
my
did it
parents
once a
used to
while
do it.
back, but
Me and my parents used to go all the time for I think it was 8 consecutive years or 10 years, something like that. It was the fucking best.
oh, it's so fun.
Because it's just nonstop games, and then you're all jacked up from being in the
And
casino.
everybody around you is jacked up. Everybody's there just to gamble.
Yeah.
And then if you lose, you party even harder.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
dude.
that's what's so fun about Vegas. Is
Yeah.
It's a win-win.
And then you see a Kentucky go down like that to
Oh, the 16-1 game?
bro,
Crazy.
It was awesome,
Crazy.
And then everybody loses their minds,
Yeah.
and it's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, it's fun.
But I'm looking forward to that coming back because now we're kind of between seasons. Like the NBA is done, and then we have a 2-month wait until football.
Till
I don't
football.
give a shit about the Little League World Series or
Yeah.
any of that.
No, I
unless
don't-
your kid is in it. Who cares?
Yeah.
And even then, I wouldn't even tell you guys to watch it. I'd be like,
I
Yeah.
My
gamble, I
kid's in it.
gamble heavily on the Little League World Series. It's hard to find a bookmaker that'll take the
That'll
bets.
take
Does
Little
my
League bets?
bookie do it? We should look it
That
up.
would be hilarious,
If my bookie
dude.
lets us bet on Tom's River, New Jersey.
Oh,
Just
my God. I'll put money down right now if
Little
they
League,
let us bet.
LittleLeagueGambling.com. I'll buy that fucking site right
We'll
now.
get the kids all juiced up.
Yeah,
where it's just
yeah.
Like, because you're in Texas right now. They take that shit real fucking seriously.
Is baseball, would you say baseball is the biggest youth
football.
sport? Football is, right?
Football is still king here, but baseball
Okay.
is just a hair underneath it.
Baseball's ahead of basketball? For
yeah.
youth sports?
Yeah. Basketball is way down the list.
I think
No shit.
soccer is
Okay.
probably bigger
soccer's
than
ahead of
basketball
it
here.
in Texas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dallas, the MLS team up there.
Yep.
Austin doesn't really. They haven't been around long enough to develop their under.
But they're sold out.
Or whatever.
But I will say this.
But I'm just saying, there's a pipeline in Dallas, generational talent. Like the best amateur soccer players in the country are in Dallas.
Wow.
Right?
That's
For the most
crazy.
part. They're the team that beat the fucking women's national team a couple of years ago.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, the under 14
And it'll happen
Yeah, I
here.
remember that.
It'll happen here in Austin too. But yeah, I don't know why basketball's not bigger here. To be
Yeah, that's
honest.
interesting.
Maybe because it's more expensive, but for the gym to build gyms than it is to do this. Other
There's
stuff.
more
I don't
space
know.
in Texas, so
Yeah.
it makes sense. There's more fields.
But it's
I
hot
have
as
an
fuck
odd, I was
outside.
going to say, I have an
Yeah.
odd theory on that, and it's because you can't play outside because it's so goddamn
Right.
hot. Whereas, the best basketball cities, like California,
Yeah.
crazy talent coming out of there. New York, obviously.
Yeah.
Detroit, you can play outside and not melt your face. I mean, it's 108 here.
Right.
You're not going out and playing on some fucking
Right.
asphalt.
Yeah, but
here.
it's, you go out and play football and baseball and shit and soccer. That's weird to me.
Yeah.
I would think a more predominantly indoor sport would be more popular here. But
Maybe.
it's really you don't see how much big talent do you see coming through Texas?
Not much, but that pickleball really brought it out the other day. Have you heard about this?
No.
Pickleball?
The sport pickleball? I fucking love pickleball.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
It
it's
is
super
now
fun.
a sport. It is now a professional sport. And
Is it on the rise?
dude? So they built professional courts right out here in Dripping Springs at Dreamland.
No shit.
Yeah. So here's how seriously they took it because they did a deal with ESPN2.
Mm-hmm.
We got there the other day. We took the kids, and there was a splash pad or something they wanted to go in the back, and they were like, "The splash pad is off. We're turning off the splash pad." And I was like, "Why?" And they were like, "The crews were rolling in for the professional pickleball league," and I was like, "Man, it's a few bleachers. You could maybe fit 500-600 people in there tops."
Yeah.
And they were like, "No, it's televised, and there's a bunch of big people
It's
here."
televised?
Yeah. And I was like, Who are the big people that are coming here and they're like, we're not at liberty to say that. And I was like, all right, well, fuck off, right?
Right.
Didn't think about it. 48 hours later, we get a call, and it's from our commercial realtor. She's like, hey, I'm here at the pickleball thing. It's televised and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Anybody famous there? And she was like, yeah, you're not going to believe it. Like, Matthew McConaughey's here,
What?
Ben Affleck. There was a bunch of, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding? At pickleball. And
At the pickleball game?
And more, when Dan and I go out, more and more people are bringing it up. They've got their own fucking paddles, all this shit. I think your girlfriend's got her own paddles.
She was gonna.
That's
I think
crazy.
I don't think she's ordered them yet, but yeah, she and Jesse were both planning on getting.
Yeah.
JP is putting a pickleball court in his backyard.
Is he really? JP Sears?
Yeah. He's got a solid half court basketball court, and he's gonna
way.
take out the concrete and put in those plastic tiles. He's gonna keep the hoop.
Yeah.
But those like all weather plastic tiles.
Yeah.
And he's gonna make it into a pickleball court.
No fucking way, dude.
Yeah. I had no idea it was that increasingly popular.
Yeah, so if you here's the thing. If you drive out there, there's 12 courts. So just at Dreamland alone, there's 12 courts. They're lit. Like, I mean, you're like, Jesus Christ, this feels like the U.S. Open.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
It's nuts, dude.
Damn.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
couldn't
that's
fucking
wild.
believe it.
Yeah, they play that in Venice a lot, out in L.A. The homeless
No
people
shit.
play pickleball. Yeah. They
They're
play
not
with
just
watered
lifting-
up pieces of cardboard.
Not just lifting weights outdoors anymore.
Yeah.
Now it's pickleball too.
How is
Pickleball
LA
and
these
spike
days?
ball. Not the best. The prices are just absurd.
Yeah.
And nobody's making that much money. Like in San Francisco, I feel like the income is higher, so it's almost like, okay, you can afford higher priced rents and shit.
Sure.
But you still have tents right outside your building. And LA is just, it's dirty still. Just so much of it is dirty. I live in Venice, so I drive to the beach sometimes. It's like a 5-minute drive. There's a little park I used to work out at, and that little park is now a music festival campground. Like, it just looks like Coachella. There's
No
just
shit.
like, it's covered. And this is a place I would go and read or do some little CrossFit workout in the grass. I can't go there because I would have to walk through little pathways of tents. It's wild, dude. And there's a I love parts of LA because I really enjoy the people that I work with there.
Yeah.
But also, I can't order a fucking thing off Amazon if I'm not going to be home to receive it, because now people are following the Amazon trucks to the deliveries, walking in with the delivery guy and stealing all the packages and fucking off.
Porch pirates, right? That's what
Crazy.
they're calling them. Yeah,
Is that the term?
Yeah, they're calling
That's
them
a really
porch
cool
pirates.
term.
Speaking of pirates, we made that butt pilot shirt.
No way.
But pilot?
Yeah.
What is a butt pilot?
I don't know. Here, I'll
It's-
show you the shirt.
Is it just a cool piece of merch?
Is it on the fucking? Is it on the store?
Hilarious.
It doesn't. It's not. It's nothing. I just somebody said something about pirates, and I said, "Oh, butt pirate," and I said, "Oh, butt pilot."
Butt pilot.
And it's nothing.
You should put a little plane on there.
Yeah.
a little plane flying into an
Flying
asshole.
I like the American party.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Dan's other show. But you guys, you just changed the name.
Well,
right?
this is more of a American drinking party kind of situation,
Oh yeah, nice.
Killer.
which I also enjoy.
Did Homeboy come in today, Malone?
No, he was on Zoom.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
And you guys shot it. How did that go?
It was good.
Okay.
Didn't have as much time as I would like. It was only about an hour, but yeah, we talked about a lot of stuff.
Nice. Dr. Robert Malone, he was on Rogan.
Oh, yeah.
a few
I
months
know
ago.
those, yeah.
Yeah. You never know if that's going down. You're like, what the fuck you getting, you know?
Yeah.
What are you getting there?
Yeah.
It was good, though?
Yeah,
You talked to him today?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he's with it. I mean, he's very convinced that there's like a global conspiracy.
Okay.
Probably right.
It's a Patreon episode, right?
Yep. Yep.
Because we're going to have Alex Jones back on. That's definitely going to be a Patreon
Yeah, put that on
episode as
Patreon.
well.
Yeah.
But
But he's probably right.
yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of crazy shit going on.
There's
right
some
now.
weird shit, dude. I mean,
Like you're talking about how bad LA and like the major cities in California are right now. Newsom is rolling around doubling the state income tax right now.
if this
Yeah.
motherfucker gets elected again and then runs for president and gets elected president, I might go full Alex Jones. I don't understand.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's wild.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you see some of the things, and it's fun to like dip into conspiracy sometimes. But then you see some of the shit that's happening, and you're like, wait, is there something actually
I know.
Yeah, it's
And
not
then you
fun when
think
they're
you're
all
going on?
crazy.
And then you think you're crazy, and then you can't tell anybody.
It's not
And
fun
then-
when they're all coming true.
right, that's the thing.
No.
It's like this was supposed to be my entertainment, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I turned on the guy with the big alien hair to laugh, not to like, oh shit, they're coming.
Yeah.
Fuck.
True story, dude. So I did Alex Jones' show years ago. Dan and I have been a guest on and off for years, right? She's right down the street. And he was talking about the Lolita Express, right?
Yeah.
And I just go, yeah, you know, the Lolita Express, they go to this pizza thing and it's all, you know, and I'm like, dude, I can't get into that. And I said it on air. I was like, I love you. I can't subscribe to that. And that's just, it's so, I go, you realize how fucking crazy it sounds. I know it sounds crazy, but it's really going on. And I was like, no. And so when it did, and it was the Epstein thing and it all came true, I apologized to him live on air. I just said,
nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Go, hey, dude. By the way, I want to take this time to apologize. And I go, I'm sure you get that a lot. But I was like, you really fucked up with the Sandy Hook shit, obviously.
Yeah,
but most of the other shit seems to kind of come true. And you're like,
Bohemian Grove, that shit.
Dude, the craziest one ever was we did a prediction show for... it was the end of 2019 going into 2020. And I said, what's one of your biggest predictions for 2020? He's like, I think RBG is going to die like right before the election. It's going to be chaos. And that clip went super viral for us and everything. And it was just
crazy.
Like,
Yeah, it was.
Dude, he's tapped into some weird shit, dude.
No.
He may have. He
showed up to her door. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. Just pretend like you're sleeping. I'm going to use your pillow.
It's not going to hurt you at all.
Yeah. I mean, it was, but yeah, he's a black. When you have guys like that, it's got to be Patreon at this point.
Yeah.
Because you're right on that edge right now. And you don't know where it's going to go comedically and everything else. And I'm sure you're dealing with it because you do so many sketches and impressions and all that shit where I bet part of you looks at the sketches, you know, not only the writing, but the performing of them. I'm like, all right, great. Is somebody going to get offended by this or pissed off? How far can I push it or not? Whereas like 5-10 years ago, you weren't thinking about that at all.
No, not at all.
Like,
it went in this weird wave. Like before 2020, I was kind of tense. I didn't really touch politics because I was a little tiny bitch. You know what I mean? I was just like nervous that people wouldn't like me. And then 2020 hit and I kind of said, fuck it to everything and just did whatever I wanted to do. And that was great. And then it went back into, I started seeing people that would comment like, what, dude, what happened to you, bro? Yeah. Like, you actually think California is a shithole?
Yeah.
You actually, wow, bro. Wow, dude. That's not very inclusive language, dude. And I'm like, bro, the video is about, you know, like, partying at a music festival. Why are you talking about inclusivity? I'm talking about Molly and mushrooms. You know what I mean? And so now I'm back to the point. I rebounded to where I just kind of don't, I try not to care, but I think it's like human nature to care almost. You know, there's always going to be some semblance of a voice, at least for me, that's like, well, are you sure people are going to be okay with that? What do you think like your audience is going to think? Yeah. I outweigh that by just making whatever I want to make, but the voice, I think, is always going to be there. And I think for me, at least, it's not annoying, but it's just a reminder that I guess I'm human.
It's Jiminy Cricket, right?
It's Jiminy Cricket. You know, it's a little piece of your conscious, I guess, is talking.
My internal monologue and conscious is all Gary Busey. Yeah,
perfect.
So I just
As
do
it should be.
whatever, and none of it makes any sense.
Yeah. No, and you can walk around the world like that. Yeah. And for me, I don't read comments, so the only time I'll see it is if I open up the channel and like one just pops up, right? So like on YouTube, if it pops up and it's about me or us or something or whatever, I'll respond to that one comment, and that's kind of it. And it's simply because I want to walk in, do the best show I can possibly do, and then walk out and not have any of those thoughts going through my mind where it's just like, hey, I want to kill you and your family and all that other shit because I've gotten that.
Yeah, dude, I have the worst habit of reading comments. I need to stop.
Yeah, because it'll affect your comedy for the long run.
100%.
Yeah.
And sometimes, most of the time, it's somebody leaving a dumbass comment like, I can't believe like this is you now, bro. Go back to Eminem impressions, dude. Stop doing politics. And but I respond because I'm a human, and if I'm reading it, I'm not just gonna not respond. And I'll usually say something that like calls them out, something along the lines of, yo, hey, you don't have to watch, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Something like simple like that.
Sure.
10 times out of 10, they'll reply and be like, oh, sorry, bro. Like, you're really funny. I was being a dick. And I'm like, what are people on the internet? Are they even people anymore?
It's bots.
A lot of it's bots. Like, have you,
Yeah.
like Twitter in particular, like we did this test a few months back with the Elon Musk thing. Somebody was like, hey, dude, type in something, just reply to Elon Musk somewhere on just any tweet that he has and see what happens. For about an hour and 12 minutes, it was just endless bots saying, you're a bootlicker. And it was like the same phrases that it would look like it was spit out by somebody. Like,
really?
Yeah, and it was the phrase bootlicker. For whatever reason, was using like 5 different replies. And I was like, and nobody talks like, that's not the 1700s.
That's so weird.
Yeah. And so you knew it was fake, but then it just stops. So like an hour and 12, it just stopped, and that was it. And then they moved on. And it wasn't as if I existed anymore.
Wow.
And that was super eerie. But the ones that'll get to you are the ones on like Instagram where the bots there will be trying to sell you stuff like, oh, hey, would you like to make more money? DM me. I got great jewelry.
Custom promo art?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that shit.
Yeah.
But if you go on and just leave like a normal comment to somebody and then it's just endless comments of like, fuck you and everything else, you're just like, oh, that's why I don't read comments anymore.
Yeah, I gotta stop.
Yeah.
I gotta stop. Dude.
I like the comments.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, it's funny.
So you live in all the hatred and all that shit.
And it's just like, you know, it's kind of like dumpster diving
Yeah.
for social interaction.
For like trash people?
Yeah.
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 Because I don't want to miss something super funny just because I might be upset by something that's like offensive.
Right. Sometimes I'll see a comment that's just so fucking dumb that I'll like screenshot it and share it as a meme.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just something that's like
good.
so absurdly stupid.
Sure.
But yeah, for the most part, I try to just post and be done with it. But I've really been trying to stop giving a fuck about what people might think of like a politically leaning video or not. Because I'm too old for that shit. I don't care anymore. You know what I mean? If somebody's not going to hire me for a video I made, I don't want to fucking work with that person anyways. You know what I mean? It's comedy. I'm not putting out Alex Jones videos about school shootings.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I was going to last week, but I decided not to.
Smart move. Smart move.
They're bulldozing that school now.
No, is that true?
Are they?
Yeah. They did the same in Parkland, actually.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't either until I read the article yesterday that they were bulldozing the one in Uvalde, but I didn't know. Apparently that's pretty common.
Wow.
Wow.
Really?
No shit. I didn't know that. Yeah. That's crazy.
Are they going to build a new one on an empty lot?
No, they're going to build one on an Indian burial ground. So,
Smart.
you know,
Yeah.
a whole new set of problems. But
Or where the police station is, they're going to build it there.
I mean, there's no actual police there apparently. So,
Man, we talked about that yesterday. I've just seen that video.
Crazy. With the shields and shit?
like the ones they said they didn't have.
Yeah.
Insane.
Like you can't
Absolutely crazy.
You can't show me a video and picture that's timestamped of you sitting there with the gear you said you didn't have.
Yeah.
Like I'm willing to give people the benefit of the doubt, but if they're like, hey, like it's right in your face, like come on, man, I got to respond to this.
Yeah, we have visual evidence of you being terrible at what you do.
And you've got to know that you're filmed every second of everywhere you go these
100%.
days. Like,
plus the
all
body
of it.
cams.
Yeah, but everywhere.
And everywhere anyways.
Not
yeah.
just there, especially there, because you got cameras in schools and all that other shit. I got kids in schools.
Yeah.
But everywhere you go, and it's so hard to get away with lies anymore, where you're just like, God damn it, man, there's a camera here.
Yeah.
And it's instinctive. I don't know if you do it. You just look up and you're like, ah, shit.
Oh, yeah, dude, all the time.
Late for a meeting and somebody can see you on the parking lot. You're like,
I like to have fun with that too. So whenever I drive through on like a toll road or something, and you go through that part where they take a picture, because it used to be they just took a picture of the license plate.
Yes.
Now they take a picture of the license plate and
in your face.
And the driver. Yeah.
So I do something fucked up every single time.
You flip them off?
Sometimes,
show a nipple?
yeah. Sometimes.
I'll give a bird,
Nice.
as I know it, and I'm just like, great, this is for you.
Yeah.
Well, it's for me, not you. Like, I don't care.
Right.
It's
No,
gonna come to my house, but I want that picture for my Instagram, so I'm like, all right, great.
I do it for them. 'Cause that job sucks, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you don't want to be. You don't want to be like just another drone going through line, not seeing. Like, imagine that your job, like you're a toll booth operator or something.
Yeah.
And all you do is like, thank you, thank all day. Like, fuck that shit. When you go up to the toll booth, be like, hey, dude, you want to hear this super racist joke?
Do you do that when you go to the toll booth? Oh my God, I'm going to start doing that. Yeah. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Do you have a one-liner that's super racist?
No,
That's
I never
hilarious.
say anything after that. I just like, oh, because no one ever says yes.
Yeah.
I was going to tell him anyways. I'm going to go make a list.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 4 Asians.
I'm not even
walking
gonna
into
ask
a
you.
church. And you're like, all right, great, man.
Or tell them, like, make up a joke a racist joke that's not racist and doesn't make any sense. And
Right.
Like, wait, you don't get it?
and then just drive off.
That person will never forget that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Breaks
Yeah.
up the monotony of the day. I feel like I'm doing a public service.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Scotty Riley, the honorable dirtbag, just gave $5 and said wiener sauce.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was a sketch you did. I thought I'd
No,
bring it
but
up. Okay,
I
great.
guess it could be.
Yeah, for enough money.
Wiener sauce, or
has
actually,
anybody ever paid you to do a sketch?
paid to do a sketch?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a branded sketch.
Yeah, I
like
did.
that
I did
incorporates
as well.
like a brand into it.
We talked about it yesterday. I did Burger King.
Oh, nice.
And
Yeah.
they sent that fucking mask.
Yeah, I've done some for like a supplement company. Stuff
Oh,
like
no
that.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I'm pitching some stuff to Black Rifle
Nice.
to do. Yeah, like some commercial stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but wiener sauce was actually the plan C for the rosé. That was what Vibe was going to be called.
I'm gonna have some more of that. It's
wiener
fantastic.
It is-
I've already killed this.
It is
solo
really
cup.
good.
Fuck yeah, thanks, dude.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at wine. I've
Yeah.
got a lot of it. I drink a lot
Yeah.
of it. This is really good.
Thanks, man. It was cool. It was a cool process to put it together, and a lot of people got into bread during COVID. I got into wine and Alex Jones videos.
Sure.
And I decided to make one of them into a
Was
business.
Alex Jones one of them?
Was he one of the?
Is that true?
one of the what?
You said you got into Alex Jones videos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
How? I mean,
Yeah.
Once you start going down
Once you
the
start
rabbit
going, you
hole-
can't stop going. You know what I mean?
Would you say honestly, and like this is a crazy statement, and I apologize, but I view him as simply as an entertainer.
Yeah.
So whatever the Sandy Hook shit was, it was. Is there anybody more entertaining by themselves?
Dude, entertaining?
By themselves.
I don't.
Tim
think
Dillon,
so.
maybe. I enjoyed Tim
Tim
Dillon.
Dillon, yeah, is fantastic.
Rush. I mean, before that, because Rush Limbaugh was a master at it. Whether or not
I never watched Rush.
It's not that.
I never-
But let's just say you don't side with his politics at all.
Yeah.
One guy doing 6 hours a day by himself.
Yeah.
Is fucking insanity.
Bananas,
to me.
dude.
Insanity.
Bananas.
Alex Jones does how many hours a day? I mean,
It's a lot.
it's nuts, dude.
It's crazy.
And to be good at it and captivated by it, like
Yeah.
once you go into InfoWars, you're just like, oh shit.
You're in.
You're in,
You're
dude.
in, dude.
You're in.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean you have to agree with all the crazy shit.
No.
But you're entertained by it.
You're entertained. And
Yeah.
even the products and the gifts remind me of like throwbacks from the 80s. Oh, I've got this Bowie knife. If you're going to kill an enemy who's coming in your house at night, you got to get this Bowie knife. And you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. And if
Well,
you're trying to avoid the next scamdemic, get 2 ounces of colloidal silver. Yeah, colloidal silver. Matter of fact, it doesn't even have to be colloidal. It could be any kind of silver. Keychains, loose change, shiny gravel,
I had this
whatever you got.
I had this idea for a cartoon series where it's Alex Jones in the 3rd grade.
Yeah, but
Insane.
he knows he's got
Yeah.
the same intelligence that he has now, and all the third graders know nothing.
He's like constantly trying to convince his teachers of shit. And
Are the conspiracies like kid based?
yes,
Yeah.
they're all appropriate. Age
Yeah, yeah,
appropriate.
yeah.
I mean, you could
Yeah.
make it an actual children's series if you wanted to.
Oh my
that
god,
would be really funny.
That would be so conspiracies for kids.
Yeah, well, they need to have them, right?
Absolutely.
Chris Sleater gave $5. Wiener sauce too. Your buns toasted. So I mean, people want to see
Okay.
this. You're up to $10.
All right.
That's not how you spell wiener, but
No, I enjoy that spelling.
it doesn't matter.
WEENER.
It'll be easier
Wiener.
to trademark if you spell it wrong.
Yeah, you're like Vibe.
That's true. Yeah.
Like Vibe. Did you
Well, I'll
go
just
through
put
that?
an accent over the E.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was going to do VYBE, but there's already a drink that's like a wellness drink
Okay.
called Vibe, which is VYBE. And then I've thought, 3 letters is smooth and clean and easy, and VYB with an accent mark kind of lends itself pretty well to like events or merch or just an overall brand aesthetic
For sure.
of like the party life. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So, yeah, that's how I landed on it. And
That's nice.
It's been really cool.
I mean,
dude.
it fits with your frat boy character. Really
Yeah,
well.
yeah, the frat boy stuff, the
Yeah.
hippie stuff.
Yeah.
My mom brought me to Dead shows when I was a baby, so there's some amount of LSD circulating through my system for the past 30 years.
What was the last year you went to a Dead show?
Well, I saw Dead and Company recently.
That doesn't count.
But that doesn't count.
Yeah, with Jerry.
With Jerry, God, I must have been a toddler.
Didn't he
I
die in
think I was, like-
'96?
95.
Yeah, I was like 3 or 4. So I was born in 90.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like 3 or 4.
Was she taking you then?
Yeah. Yeah, look, I got a picture of it.
Do you really?
Yeah. My mom was young. She had me young. So she was like a young mom for me.
Was she selling like grilled cheese and shit at the festivals? Like, was she swapping out in the parking lot merch?
No, but that would have been hilarious.
You
dude.
remember that though? It's like,
So-
oh hey, that's like rich homelessness. That's like a rich
Yeah,
homelessness
yeah.
vibe.
Yeah,
where
they
she's-
buy the old Volkswagen bus or whatever, and they're selling beads and tie-dye T-shirts out of it in the parking lot of the show. Like, get the fuck out of
But
here.
if you open it up, it's brand new parts inside, and you're like,
Right,
you
right.
just spent $100K revitalizing that bus.
It's so funny going to these festivals. My internet isn't working because we're in a church, but it's funny going to these festivals and seeing these people who like live very holistic lifestyles that are like off the grid or whatever. And then you look at what they have. They got a fucking crystal that's like 3 feet high that they paid $10,000 for, you know, or they're selling leather goods for, you know, $100 a pop for a little like cup skirt or some shit. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's wild.
I remember watching
scam.
Shark Tank a few months ago, and there was a company on there that was just remodeling the inside of vans. And it was like a van life thing or whatever. And I was like, nobody's going to buy this.
They need to bring
There's
back
a bidding war in Shark Tank.
They need to bring back.
I love it.
They need to bring back Pimp My Ride, man. That was the best show of all time because it was like Cribs, but making fun of the person the whole time without them knowing. It was so goddamn funny.
Dude, they would have an overweight dude, and they would give him like a Twinkie machine.
Oh yeah,
in his
like,
trunk.
hey, you're a fat piece
You're
of shit.
a fat fuck, so we gave you a Twinkie machine.
Somebody scored it to dramatic music. One of the episodes,
like Pimp My Ride episode,
and it was
really
so depressing. You were just like, oh my god. Everything you just said, like they are making fun of this person.
Do you remember the woman that was a hairstylist and they turned her Volkswagen Beetle, like a newer version of the Volkswagen Beetle, into like a hair salon?
Yeah.
They took the trunk out and put like a fucking hair washing station. Like,
oh my
nobody's
God.
ever going to use this. What the fuck is wrong with
It
you?
was like irresponsible science experiments.
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
It was basically like Jared Taylor, living in Jared Taylor's house. Like you've got a guy that's got ADD, a lot of creativity, and then too much money for his responsibility level.
Yeah.
And then it just goes off the fucking rails. That's why he's got like a police car from the 1970s and a Pontiac Firebird parked outside of his house.
Doesn't he have a fighter jet in Florida?
He's got a fighter
or some
jet.
shit?
Yeah, it's here.
It's here?
It's here in Texas, yeah. And
Crazy.
he timeshares it with another guy. I don't know who the guy is.
You can timeshare a fighter jet?
Well, he does.
Does it fly?
Oh, yeah. Shit. Eli was just up in it the other day.
fuck.
If you want to go shoot a sketch in it, like you can go down there.
Yeah, absolutely.
The only problem
I'm
is
cruising out to his place today.
Fuel is...
A little pricey?
Well, he doesn't give a fuck.
$8 a gallon?
Yeah, he doesn't give a Not a prayer.
Yeah.
Even in Texas, this shit's at like $5 now.
God, it hit 8 in LA. That's
It
real.
hit 8?
That's
Yes.
real talk.
Yeah.
That's
No.
crazy.
I literally had a conference call before this. My buddy was on. He goes, it's 8:05
Yeah.
in LA. And I was like, no
Dude,
way.
it's a nightmare. It's only going to get worse.
Yeah.
It's only going to get worse.
That's it.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah,
goes,
that's a good. It is only going to get worse because right now U.S. refineries are at 96% production capacity, which means they can't make any more.
Wow.
Like China, but China is at 64%, and that's where they stay. They don't go.
Great.
They don't go higher than 70.
Well, they won't let their people out of the house.
No, but I'm just
Jesus
saying,
Christ.
like in a functioning economy,
Sure.
you don't go higher than 70%.
Yeah, we're all fucked here.
We're all fucked.
We're all
Yeah.
fucked. The recession's coming, and we all know it.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
And everybody's just
Yeah.
kind of looking around, and they're like, "Is it started?
Yeah.
Are we?
I
are we
can't
here?
there yet?
Yeah,
I
we there?
can't wait
What do we
because
do?
it's going to be a really good impetus for the nationwide tax strike that I'm planning. Right?
He wants to go on a tax strike.
You want a tax strike to
here's-
not pay taxes?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yep.
I've said this.
The whole country.
You can't get 330 million people to agree on one thing,
Right.
let alone organize for that. It'll never happen.
How would you organize that? How would you try to get everybody on?
don't know.
You got me. I'm down.
Yeah. See, there you go.
I say fuck it.
Word of
There's
mouth.
one.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, word of mouth.
It's aspirational marketing, I guess.
Okay.
Like you wait until somebody is in the right affinity group and you give them something to aspire to. So the affinity group in this case is hopelessness.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You just wait until people
thought it out.
Yeah, people are pissed off enough. You're like, fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm not paying these motherfuckers one more dime.
Yeah.
Dude, I would love to not pay taxes. I'm putting off my student loans for as long as I fucking can.
Shit, all of it though. I mean,
Yeah.
because even everybody here is like, oh, taxes. There's no state taxes. That gets you in the property taxes.
Yeah.
It's worse than property taxes are worse here than they are in California.
Property taxes are?
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But then you don't have all the other bullshit.
And then you
taxes
got some
with.
dirty shit going on here. Have you heard about what's going on down here? To raise the taxes to get more money into the state, they tapped into Zillow's data, and they said, all right, great. What are the estimates? What are these houses actually selling for versus... Because you're supposed to just do it on value of the land and the house, right?
Yeah.
And it's wildly different because you're in a crazy housing market. You can charge whatever you want and jack it up. And, a $2 million house might only be technically worth $500,000. Well, they don't give a shit about that. So they wanted that info so they can get it up to $2 million and get the tax on that.
It's called taxing unrealized gains.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I have heard of that.
so-
Well,
what they-
that was the Democrat plan was to
For
do
crypto,
it
yeah.
on like crypto and also
Oh,
like
okay,
Elon Musk
okay.
stock and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the Republicans here, because I mean it's a Republican legislator, it's a Republican governor.
Correct.
They are taxing your unrealized gains on your fucking home.
Yes.
Wow.
And so what happens is these guys are going on trial, I think in like September, to figure this out because you have to pay property taxes at the end of the year. So they want this shit out. And again, saying no state taxes is fine. It sounds great. It gets
Yeah.
people to move here.
Yeah.
But then you're like, oh, fuck. How do we pay for the roads?
Right.
How do we pay for all this shit?
Yeah.
And plus the border, feds aren't doing much for that. The White House isn't doing much for that. So it's kind of on Texas. It's on California as well and other states that border it. And so you're figuring out, and once you look at the dollars, you're like, oh, shit, we actually need money from somewhere. Where's that going to
No,
come
we don't.
from?
We not nearly as much as they're collecting.
I 100% agree.
Here, I've actually got a plan for securing the border.
Go.
Is everybody ready?
Yeah, we're all
Yeah.
waiting.
Oh,
fuck
we're
yeah.
all waiting, yeah.
Texas has more big cats in captivity
Yep.
than the rest of the world has in the wild. That's a reality.
So what do you want to do with that?
Arm them. So I want Bengal tigers with fucking 50 cal machine guns mounted on their back. And maybe, I don't know, I mean, how many horse races does a jockey do in a year? 3 maybe?
No,
right?
200.
No.
Yes, jockeys?
200
Oh, they'll do 4 in a day.
on different horses.
Oh, yeah. But I'm
okay,
talking about
okay.
individual events. The jockey doesn't do like 300 events a year or anything like that. That's not how that works. Not the top tier guys. And we want the top tier guys. It's our border we're talking about.
Sure.
So
To ride a tiger.
Yeah,
ride the tiger.
ride the tiger.
Ride
dude.
the tiger.
Yeah. So just to keep it in line. I'm
Yeah.
picking
I
up
mean,
what
I'm
you're
not
putting down.
anti.
Yeah.
No.
It sounds like it would be fun.
So if you send all the tigers out to the border with 50 cows and then a little tiny jockey on them,
Yeah.
I think we'd be getting somewhere.
And then you build, not a wall necessarily, just like kind of a low fence
or an above ground pool.
that you can throw meat over to keep the tigers oriented towards Mexico and not coming. Like if they turn back on us, it's gonna be a problem.
Sure.
So you throw the meat
sure.
over their head.
Yeah.
It lands on the other side of the fence.
And they're gonna fuck anybody up in their way to the meat. Obviously,
Right.
the fucking tiger.
Or if the
Right.
tiger fucks the people, that's fine too. Let him do it.
well, I don't want
Yeah.
some kind of weird tiger Mexican chimera, hybrid animal. Where now we're not just dealing with people stealing our jobs. Now they're fucking stealing our
Stealing our-
children.
Oh, a Mexican tiger?
Right. And you
Yeah.
don't want them stealing your tigers.
You don't want
Yeah,
the
and
Mexican
then
tiger.
the other tigers as well. Yeah.
Right.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, that's.
You can't have that.
A bunch of Mexican tigers running around. You don't want that.
And I've got
Can't have that.
got a guy that can run the whole show too.
Tiger fence.
Sure.
We'll
Yeah.
film it. We'll do a new Tiger
This is
King.
Joe Exotic. We'll let him out of prison if he does this.
If he contains it, yeah,
Yeah.
that's the guy to do it.
He
He's
should
not
be
af-
out of prison, to
He's
be
not
honest.
afraid to trank anyone.
Yeah, everybody
No.
wanted fucking Carol Baskin dead anyways.
Everybody still wants Carol Baskin dead.
Yeah.
Like seriously, if somebody fucking hired somebody else to kill Hitler right now, would he go to prison forever? No.
No.
Carol Baskin is Hitler.
Yeah.
And everybody knows it.
Everybody knows it. And I think that's the only way to protect our border now that you've said it. By the way, another bizarre tax thing, Bob, steers. Did you know that? If you afford,
I told you about that yesterday.
Yeah, yeah.
Steers?
Yeah.
If you have steers on your
Longhorns,
property, you
whatever.
get
Yeah, 3 or
tax
more
break.
or
Yep.
something.
Same with
Yeah.
fucking goats, dude.
Oh, it is.
JP has like 30 goats. This motherfucker, I was just at his place today. I saw he's got like a barn of goats.
What's he getting
And a chicken coop.
tax-wise?
I have
What's he
no
getting
idea. He's
tax-wise
got
off his
goats,
goats?
he's got chickens, he's got a garden. What else does he have? I think he's getting something else out there. He's already got a big ass barn. But he said all those things combined get him like a big tax break.
It's like Captain Planet, but for taxes.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Crazy.
You can run a yoga studio as well with baby goats.
What do the goats do?
What are
Like
those?
goat yoga?
Yeah.
You've never
what
done
is-
baby goat yoga?
I've never done goat yoga. I've never even
Big
heard
thing
of it.
in Austin.
That's
Is
a big
it?
thing in LA too. So is homeless yoga.
Yeah.
You do yoga on top of homeless people.
I've been.
that's just everywhere.
Nothing
Yeah.
I've said for the past like 20 minutes has been real. Is that real?
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
God.
What the
damn
fuck
it.
is goat yoga?
You just do
Dude,
yoga
goat yoga's absolutely
surrounded
real.
by baby goats.
yeah.
and how does that help? It's supposed to help you spiritually.
I mean, the baby goats are cute, and they just bring out like an energy that is.
It's
I
definitely a
suppose-
thing. God. Fucking damn it.
Yeah.
Here's I'm pulling up a video right here.
Okay. I mean, I'm not.
Yeah,
Oh, you've got it. This is real.
I mean,
Shit.
baby goats
Yeah.
are cute as shit.
Put it on screen, Bob. We're having problems with the internet. Who gives a shit, anyways?
Those little mini goats
Look
are
at
really,
those fucking things.
really cute.
That would center me.
They're adorable.
That would center me for sure.
That centers your chakras.
Wow, they're going bug fuck though.
Oh,
Do they
yeah,
have
dude.
horns?
Why is he? That dude was like
little
looking
nubs,
at his
and they
eyes.
get on top of you.
Oh, they're on top of you.
Look at
Holy
that.
shit. Look at that.
That's really funny.
It's a nice massage, those little hooves right in your lower back, working those lumbars.
Nice butthole on that goat too.
Beautiful. Oh, look at that.
I think yoga is stupid, but I would definitely do this.
Yeah, and that
Would
one
you do
woman.
goat yoga?
Because we don't have
Yeah.
sound on this because we're afraid of getting flagged. But that one woman says, and you know what? You can take them home and fuck them
And you,
Yeah.
if you want to.
you can fuck the goats after if you want.
Yeah, if you want to, you can
If
take
you
them
want
home and
to.
fuck them. We won't say
You
nothing.
could take your little goat home and just give him a little rub. You can give your goat a little rub if you want to. It's calm.
That woman's fucked every goat in that.
Yeah,
goddamn
she's
place.
definitely at least had
Every
a
single
she's had a
goat.
hoof inside her at least.
Yeah. and I'm not saying front or back. I have no idea.
Could be both.
It could be
Little
both.
things will fit, dude.
Yeah.
Little things can fit.
Grease them
dude.
up.
Grease them up.
Grease up the goat.
Grease up the
Put
goat.
a little grease on there. We'll slide it in.
It's a goat
Rita?
yoga rub and tug. Like what the fuck?
Oh, it'd be nice.
Goat rub and tug.
Just
Yeah.
little tiny hooves,
Yeah.
just on the outside.
Yeah.
Great. It's not cheating if it's an animal.
It's not actually. That's actually
Yeah.
100% correct.
I learned
That's
that. I learned
what
that-
happened in Afghanistan, right?
Yeah, well, in Iraq, but
I learned that the easy way.
All right. By the way, RIP to Afghanistan. They had a 7.1 earthquake.
Did they?
Yeah, I didn't. It killed like 1,000 people.
Fuck.
2,000 people.
yeah,
What?
like
I didn't know. I didn't know you had earthquakes there.
a mountain tipped over. I've like there's no. It's not like there's a bunch of big cities or anything. I wonder.
No, it's
how-
all mountains out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like there's some.
But there's a
cities,
fault
but
out there.
I get there. I mean, there's fault lines everywhere. There's a.
But I guess my question is, when you guys were over there, did they tell you, oh, hey, watch out for earthquakes?
I've never been to Afghanistan. I think they were more worried about bullets and bombs
Okay.
than earthquakes.
They do have earthquakes.
They have
all
those
the
out
time,
there,
though.
So it's actually a pretty earthquakey area. That's why the Himalayas and everything that's made from India and all that shit jamming into Asia. And Afghanistan's right there on the left side of it. It's
Yeah,
called
oh,
the
wow.
Cayman Fault.
I don't believe it. So the Earth was created by God 5,000 years ago, in its current state. There's no whatever you're saying is bullshit.
Yeah, Bob.
Fair enough.
Bob, that's
Don't bring.
Yeah,
don't,
that
Apologies.
sounds like
Cayman. You said
don't bring it
Yeah,
up again.
came in my ass.
I'll go to the snake room.
You know, earthquakes are really just a plot by
It's shy comms.
that's the elites trying to just push the earth into more earth and make you feel like the earth is moving.
When Biden got out of Afghanistan, they were planning an
And
earthquake.
the next thing they'll say is you can avoid an earthquake if you get the vaccine. That's the next thing they're going to say. You get shot up 6 times. This episode brought to you by Colloidal Bronze. Put some pennies in your asshole.
We're really testing it today, aren't
Yeah,
we?
yeah, we
Always
are.
pushing it. I don't care.
Dude, I
We
would
don't
love
care.
to meet him.
He's great.
Just
yeah,
to
we'll
say
do
hi.
that. We'll do that sometime. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
We dinner. Yeah, he's
I
hilarious.
bet he's a nice guy.
He is. He's great.
super nice.
He's great. I
Right?
don't have a bad word to say about him.
Yeah. Like
Not a
when
bad
he's
word to say
not
about
like
him.
on, you know what I mean?
I don't
Unless
know
he's
that he's
always
off.
on. Yeah,
I don't know that
exactly.
he's
Yeah, I
off.
don't
But yeah, great guy, and
Yeah.
he's a fucking blast. Everything you hoped for.
Cool.
Put it to that.
We're
way.
gonna.
fuck yeah.
So we were planning on turning that other building into a bar. Mm-hmm. I think it might be a goat yoga studio now, or both.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Goat yoga, tiger training.
Goat
Well,
yoga.
It's all fun and games, so you find out Sean's a chupacabra,
Yeah.
Well, we figured he was. Anyways,
Yeah.
he's Mexican.
the Mexican goat killer.
Is Mexican Sean here?
Yeah, he's over there.
Okay,
He's in the back. He's hidden.
They're tiny people, so you can't see them.
Yeah, it's a small culture.
As a matter of fact, have you noticed that the farther south you go, like Mexicans are pretty short, and then Guatemalans are even shorter than that?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it- what's
And
going
then you go
on there?
north to Sweden and Finland. They're all
Yeah,
tall as
they're all
fuck.
tall. What's going on?
Not
Is it-
sure.
Is it gravity?
Could be.
Could be.
Could be. We'll figure it
We
out.
got to get Robert Malone back.
It's probably something
Yeah.
involving Bill Gates.
It has to be.
Yeah, I think
has
so.
to be with that fucking guy.
Yeah. Anything I don't know about, I just say it's probably Bill Gates' fault,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it seems to do pretty well.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. By the way, Topless beaches are back today. We read that.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Nantucket?
Nantucket.
I
Yeah,
was
they
thinking-
voted on it about a month and a half ago to allow it. And it was like the whole legislature voted on it. So it was like 222 to 165 was the vote or something like that.
No shit. Look, I love it because it's Nantucket, so you're going to see some good titties there.
Yeah.
Miami had it before, so like Miami, I'd been there. I don't know, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
We've been back. Probably go 2 or 3 times a year now. But like 15 years ago when I went to the beach, that was already there 15 years ago. They were way ahead of the curve.
Oh, that's great.
Where it was just like,
Yeah.
all right, great, and you were staring at some good titties down there in Miami. Nantucket's a good one. any further than that, though, like if you get some main titties, I don't want to see.
I want to see Maine titties.
I don't want to see main titties.
That's trailer park titties for sure. Right?
Maine titty, New Hampshire,
Vermont titties.
Vermont titties.
No.
What's covered in
You know where there's a lot of topless beaches?
Where?
Here.
In Texas?
In Texas?
In
What,
Austin.
Galveston?
Like legally, or
It's
or
like all
women
the
just don't give a
swimming
fuck?
holes, like
Not a beach though.
yeah, it's all the swimming. A lot of the swimming holes here are topless legal.
What Barton
That's
Springs?
pretty
Yeah, and
No shit.
Austin city limits, it's legal to be topless. Like I used to see people walking up and down 6th Street topless all the time.
They have an entire celebration called Eeyore's birthday where you just go dong out.
No.
No.
When is that?
For your dick?
We have to
Just-
go.
we just-
We just had it.
Like the Winnie the Pooh character?
Oh, is it for Pride?
No,
No.
it's just in May, I think.
For Eeyore.
Really?
Yeah.
It gets you all fucking.
Dicks out
tuned
for
up
Eeyore?
Pride.
Yeah.
What's the?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
well,
there's-
it's an
the
elephant
girls,
trunk.
The girls
right?
are
Oh,
topless
okay.
too. They can be as naked as they want. But guys are, dong out.
That's pretty fun.
Wait,
dude.
Eeyore's not an elephant.
Eeyore's
He's
a donkey.
Donkey,
So
yeah.
is it the tail? Is that what they're replicating?
Yeah.
Oh, and I guess
Well,
he's got a
see,
long face.
Eeyore's
and your
tail's
dick-
Yeah.
Eeyore's
donkey
tail's
face.
pinned on.
It is,
Yeah.
yeah, but your dick
I
isn't.
don't know.
You put a little
Well,
nail
where's
at the
my
top of your
movie?
penis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
That's
that's part
nice.
of the tradition.
That's a nice thing.
Maybe a
and
thumbtack.
You could be topless like anywhere here.
Okay.
Dude, you know what I miss is titty movies.
Oh, yeah.
Did we talk about that last time?
No, we didn't.
Bro,
We didn't.
titty movies, dude.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a titty movie anymore. You know what I mean?
I will say this. So Netflix, they're about to lay off I think another 300 employees on Friday. RIP. God, it's fucking awful.
That's
but
insane.
I know because they're cratering, right? But it's all the employees, and this is no lie, from the woke departments. And so the woke departments,
Really?
yes, were the documentaries, the things that were like,
Yeah.
hey, we're going to push this, and
Like culturally relevant TV shows or
correct.
whatever?
They're all done with that bullshit, and
Wow.
I mean they're out. And so I was like, all right, great. Are they going to replace it with titty movies? The answer is yes. So the first one
Bro,
they
they
sunk
need it,
some
dude.
the money into is a Marilyn Monroe biopic. And
Yeah.
she's just getting fucking railed, and it's NC-17. Bob, do you have a?
Is that,
I
are they
just saw
making
the
two
poster.
Marilyn movies, or is that the one
This
that
is
has,
the one. Pull up the poster. It's
that chick.
It's the girl that Ben Affleck used to bang.
Yeah.
Anna.
Yeah. Yeah, she's great.
or-
I think this is going to be really good.
She is great.
Yeah, you bet. So this was NC-17.
Really?
And this is the first time they've ever done it at Netflix. And I was like,
No.
God damn, we're
No,
bringing
no,
back
no.
titty
Fuck
movies.
yeah.
300 that foreign movie 365 Days that was a Netflix production was nothing but dicks and titties the whole time.
That's a foreign film, though. That doesn't really
It's
count.
it wasn't. It's a foreign film, but
we're talking
it was
about
on
American.
Netflix.
But we're talking about American titty movies.
American titty movies,
so
like
that's
comedy,
her,
typically like
Marilyn
comedies.
Monroe.
That looks great.
When I saw this, I actually thought that was a picture of Marilyn Monroe. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
huh?
yeah.
And they were like, oh, it's a still from the movie. I was like, I thought they just colorized her.
Yeah,
and I
that
was
looks
like,
really
let's
good.
go, dude.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And
That's
so
huge.
tits out, banging.
And hopefully, fucking R-rated movies with tits, dude.
Yes.
That scene, from Wedding Crashers, where
Yeah.
all the girls are just flopping on the bed shirtless.
Yep.
That type of thing. Knocked out. Anytime there's tits in a movie,
Yeah.
it's fun. I
know.
Dude, I just watched Beer Fest for the first time.
Oh,
in like
really?
10 years. And like I used to watch it all the time. It
Okay.
raised
Oh,
that
I see.
movie
Okay.
raised me more than my own father. But I watched it for the first time in like a decade.
Yeah.
Funniest shit in the world. Offensive jokes every 5 minutes.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And also like a joke a minute, which is great to see.
Yeah.
And tits.
Tits.
For no reason.
know.
That scene when they're out at Oktoberfest and all the shit is falling down in the tent and they like fall back and accidentally rip a girl's shirt off and her tits come out.
Yeah.
And all the dudes are like, oh! And then the girl falls back and rips another girl's tits
Yeah.
out and everybody's like, oh! And it just kept going. That shit is so funny, dude.
It's the best. And by the way, I'm for both sides. Like, dicks in movies make me laugh
100%.
till the end of the year.
Yeah. When I say titty movies, I mean like tits and dicks and
Yeah,
just like
it's-
naked shit.
fuck yeah,
it's
dude.
a great joke.
Yeah. Even like I was all in on Yellowstone after the first episode. Do you remember I don't know
didn't
if you
watch
watched
Yellowstone.
it. Okay, so I watched it. There was even a gratuitous the blonde chick in that. In the first episode, she's in the bathtub with her fucking tits out, and I was like, all right, let's party.
Yeah,
Like,
fuck
we're
yeah.
Good.
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're good to go.
Remember
on
Cloris
this.
Yeah.
Leachman slapping herself in the face with the fucking sausage a bunch of times? In Beer Fest.
Oh, yeah,
She's the
yeah,
old
yeah,
grandma.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Just
yeah. That shit's
Rubbing it.
funny. And then
Hilarious,
Lemmy
dude.
had like the whole front part of his hair shaved the whole time.
Yeah.
That must have sucked because he had to. I don't know how long the production was, but he had to just walk around like that.
Well, not only that, but
Yeah.
afterwards, you got to shave your
Yeah.
head. Like, you
Yeah.
can't go
You gotta
back.
go
from
Yeah,
back.
that.
absolutely
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no way. Because like even when you do Rogan, I notice you wear a bald cap.
Yeah, bald cap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll end up putting it on and then shooting like 30 things throughout the day. I'll set up like 5 or 6 videos.
Because it's a bitch.
Oh, it's a nightmare. It takes 2 hours to put on and then like an hour to take off. And then it takes 4 days to get all the glue and shit out of my hair.
Yeah.
Got to like cover myself in coconut oil. The most fun one I did was the alien one. Did you see the alien?
Oh, yeah.
One I did? So that was cool. That was the bald cap and then a bunch of makeup to turn blue. Those are really fun, and when we do those, we have to stay as the alien for like 12 hours straight, or else it's not worth it.
Right.
Because
it's just too much.
Hot. Yeah.
It's too much.
It's too much.
And then you end up sweating through it, and you're like, all right, sweet.
Yeah.
The other guy who's pushing it, because maybe comedy will come back, but just in a different form. Brandon Rogers. You ever work with Brandon Rogers?
No.
God damn it, that guy's the best.
It's funny.
The best.
So, does he do videos online?
Yeah, he's on YouTube. He's got probably 5 million subscribers, and no one pushes it like him.
Oh, maybe I've seen him. I would need to. I'm sure I've seen his stuff.
So he's gay, so he can get away with saying the word faggot, obviously over and
Hilarious.
over again.
Yeah,
and he
Good
will
for him.
push it to the max.
Yeah, I've seen him.
Yeah.
I know who that is. I recognize him.
Really fucking dude.
He really pushes
fucking
it?
fun.
Yeah, he's at 6 million subscribers.
Is he
now.
really?
Nice. Wow.
And if you watch, I just watched Brent. Just watch one of his videos, and you'll be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you say that."
Yeah. So he doesn't do like super woke shit.
No,
He's kind of
no.
Really?
No,
Oh, that's hilarious.
And so when he's been on the show
Yeah.
probably 3 or 4 times.
Cool.
And he's like, "Yeah, I'll say that. I'll say it all the time." Because he's gay and he didn't give a shit. He's like,
Good.
"Fuck it." I don't
Yeah.
care.
Somebody's got to.
The best, and I cannot believe to this day that he's able to have 5 million subscribers.
He's got over
video pushes it worse than the last one.
He's got like 1.2 billion views on his channel.
That's great, dude.
Yes.
That gives me so much faith, dude.
Yeah.
I've had over the past year, I've had more and more faith in people from seeing like my friends pop off a little bit. Ryan Long, Tyler Fisher,
Yep.
you know who that is.
Yep.
And of course JP and other people. It's just like I think it's
Wait,
coming
Tyler.
back, bro.
I think so.
Tyler's in this in Terror on the Prairie, isn't he?
Yeah. That's my buddy from New
Yeah.
York. He's hilarious. He did all these like Fauci impressions and everything.
Yeah.
And I think people just overcorrected for a couple years in terms of the whole like wokeness, white men are bad. Let's have more inclusive voices. For sure, fucking diversity is great, but there was an overcorrection for it. I
Right.
think that now is getting dialed back to normal. And I think this guy is for sure proof, and so are the other people I just named. It's really nice to see.
Yeah, it's weird how they beat the algorithm and
Yeah.
YouTube allowed it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's great. I fucking love it. And Brandon's shit is so goddamn funny that it's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And he keeps pushing it. Like the Minions movie's about to come out. So he did, he painted himself entirely yellow. And he was like, yeah, I was in the first one. And he was like 45 years old. And he's smoking cigarettes and he's calling people. I mean, it's the worst shit on the planet. And he's just like,
shit.
oh, God damn.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Hilarious.
Here's what I recommend. One of the first episodic shows he did. Well, it wasn't episodic. It was just a serial, but it's called Stuff and Sam. Go to his YouTube and watch that on mushrooms.
Stuff and what?
Stuff and Sam.
Stuff and Sam?
Yeah. Go
Watch it
just
on mushrooms?
Take some
Oh, yeah.
mushrooms and watch.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
there's 20 episodes. They're like 6 minutes long or something like
Oh,
that. Or
great.
maybe
Okay.
maybe it's 11 minutes long, but it's like 20 episodes in the first season. Just watch the whole thing.
Yeah?
The whole thing on mushrooms. It'll take you like a couple of hours, but it's worth it.
Oh, great. I'll do it when I get back home.
That's
great.
I get a crazy story that I've never shared about that. When we had Brandon on the show for the first time, we were at an Airbnb in LA, and somebody, because we were shooting like 10 guests in a row, he was the last of that night, so we were fucking bombed.
Crazy.
And by the end of the night, another guy had walked in to do the show, and he goes, "Oh fuck, Brandon Rogers is here," and he goes, "Dude, you ever done mushrooms and watched any of his shit?" Exactly what Dan said. And I would go, no. And I'd only seen 1 or 2 of his sketches at that point.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, you should, man." I was like, "All right, cool, man, another time." And he goes, No, I got him now. And pulls out a fucking bag of mushrooms. It was the end of the night for us. So we didn't give a shit. Gives mushrooms to everybody. And then Brandon's in there, and we end up watching all of his sketches with him. I mean, for hours, dude. And
Really?
just dying of laughter, because it was like, you hadn't seen shit like that in years.
No, it's insane.
Wow.
It's like
and the production value is really good?
Yeah,
everything?
but,
Yeah.
but the editing, so he keeps winning these streaming awards for like best editing and best everything else. He does it all himself, and he plays all the characters, but it's like, I mean, he'll go in, blackface, yellowface, like all of it, yellowface, like everything across the board.
Wow.
And he'll do these old British characters where he'll paint himself entirely white, and it's
Hilarious.
it's fucked. And so everybody was there, and I looked at him at one point, and I was like, was this the intention? And he goes, this is exactly the intention.
Nice.
I mean, we're all dying laughing. I'm
Yeah,
like,
he's like
that's so good, dude.
as you would expect in real life. He's like the sweetest,
nicest,
like
most
quietest
normal
dude of all
yeah.
time.
Cool.
Just a normal. He's
He's
from,
LA based?
No, yeah, he's in LA, but
In
he's from Vallejo. So he's
Oh,
like
no
from-
shit. Yeah, all right.
He
NorCal.
he grew up there. He's just like fucking normal kid that's having a good time.
That's
yes.
cool.
Yeah.
That's good to see, dude.
He really
yeah,
enjoys
that
it.
gives me a lot of
Oh
faith.
shit,
bro.
JP's in the chat now.
JP Sears?
He says Brent Pella isn't nearly diverse enough. Sad, he's canceled.
Well, you know what they say, JP, is anybody who leaves comments on a live stream is probably just a psyop.
Yeah.
Oh, just a psyop for the
He's upset that you outed his whole goat situation. I think.
I did. I told everybody
JP,
about the goats.
Taxes.
Tax break for goats,
We're
baby.
going to have to call the county
Yeah.
officials and have them come out there and count the goats by hand.
Count the goats by hand.
I mean,
dude.
to
You
be
see which
honest,
ones are robots.
goat yoga. He's already got the goats, and he
does yoga,
We do
right?
yoga at JP's spot.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of
surrounded by fucking goats.
Yeah,
That whole thing's a tax write-off.
Yeah, he also has a cold plunge there. Have you have you guys fucked with a cold
yeah.
plunge before?
No, I've never done a cold plunge.
Have you ever wanted to see your penis shrivel into nothing?
Sure.
Because you could.
Okay.
If you do a cold plunge.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy.
How long did you stay in?
In his, I did 2 minutes because it's like 30 degrees.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
shit.
it's crazy. In LA, I go to one that's like 45 or 48 degrees. I can stay in for 3 or 4 minutes.
Okay.
But it's like, it is painful and it never gets easier.
That's what I heard. Have
It's
you
one
guys
of those
done it?
new health things where you just have to hurt yourself.
I'd be surprised if these two haven't done it before.
Yeah, I've done it.
How long did you stay in?
Like the cold water?
Yeah.
A couple of minutes.
And that's about it, right?
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
I've also done cryotherapy.
Oh, how's that?
Same thing.
Is it?
Do you
I
remember
like,
minutes?
I like the plunge more. It
Yeah,
makes
the
it,
plunge is
like,
better. Yeah,
Gets into
for
your
sure, yeah.
bones. You know?
It hurts. Like
Yeah.
there's like a 3-second delay when you first go in. Like you feel the cold on your skin, and there's a 3-second delay, and all of your bones hurt.
Yeah.
Until you get out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
It
fucked.
sucks.
Yeah, the healthiest shit you can do for your body is when you put yourself on the verge of death.
Yeah, that's why I keep
You know what I
doing
mean?
drugs.
Sauna, 180.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm
I
going-
did sauna today. Yeah. I felt the same way. I was
Intermittent fasting, just kind of like starving yourself for a little
Working
bit.
out. I mean, that's why after like a really good workout, when you lift a lot of heavy weights, you
Yeah.
kind of have that same feeling too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No
that's
shit.
why this. So I'm going to the lake tomorrow night. I'm just gonna do Molly all weekend
Nice.
Yeah.
to almost die, so I'll feel better.
Good, as you should.
Yeah.
That'll help.
I think it will. Yeah.
I think it will.
The one guy who doesn't have life insurance in this company. Don't worry about it. It's like, my God.
You will all die before me.
It's probably true. I almost died last year.
Did you?
Yeah.
What happened? You were in a coma for 10 days?
AIDS, yeah.
Damn.
Pneumonia.
Sorry, bud.
Yeah. It's
a bummer.
And then I
AIDS
got
is acting
COVID
up.
in between it.
Shouldn't
and,
have got
like,
those
it was
19
a whole fucking
vaccines,
thing, dude.
Shit.
Right?
Fuck.
Jesus Christ. Somebody else has got it. Who was it? Blossom. She got it today. She had 3 booster shots.
And she got COVID?
She did a video on Instagram. It's still possible, and I feel terrible. I was like, you got 3 boosters. Like,
It's like, what are we doing?
I don't know. No, it's like risk. Like go meatloaf. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, dude, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. You can't look around the corner and then there
Right.
you are.
What are you doing outside of sticking needles into your arms to stay healthy?
Right. And
You
people
know?
were like, "Oh, do you feel bad?" I was like, "No. I mean, I lived my life, and I had COVID like twice now. So like,
Yeah.
what the?
Yeah.
I can't see it. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows what's gonna goddamn happen?
Who the fuck?
COVID.
Dude, I've done so many.
Did you get killed for those?
I feel like I lost some people, and I'm really fucking glad I lost them, and I don't want them to come back.
Because
You know what I mean?
Since JP's in the chat, that's why I asked that question. Because he was doing a bunch of crazy shit.
Oh,
and
we did a ton. In 2020 is when he and I did a bunch together, and we were doing. We did some election sketches. We did some COVID stuff. I have a sketch that I wrote, and I'm like hesitant about making it because I'm like trying to not fucking talk about COVID anymore. It's just
Yeah.
so old to me. It's done, dude. You know what I mean? It's
It
time to
is.
live. And I wrote this piece that was like True Life. I'm addicted to the pandemic. So it was going to be like an MTV True Life
Oh, that'd
parody.
be great. Yeah.
About people who just can't seem to get rid of pandemic fears,
There's
And
a
they
lot, though.
think they're the best because they wear 3 masks
In
while they're
LA,
walking their
there's a
dog.
lot.
It's crazy.
Even Blossom said today, she said, I still think people should wear masks outside everywhere.
Wild, dude.
And I
You're
was like-
wrong. You're going against even the fucking WHO doesn't say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm talking about the band, not the health organization.
Obviously.
Yeah, but didn't that
It's
one?
Pete Townsend.
Didn't Pete Townsend get arrested for child pornography or some shit?
Fuck,
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. I've been following him for a while.
But yeah, I did a bunch of COVID stuff. And I remember that's when I read the comments and I see people say like, "Well, I can't believe." Like I had friends from high school DMing me saying like, "Bro, are you serious, dude?
Yeah.
Are you really like you're caught up in all that shit, dude? Wow, bro, you're not taking this seriously. People are fucking dying, dude. How do you feel that your videos are like probably making people die, dude?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Hey, man, stop watching my stuff.
Yeah, just
go
turn
away.
it off.
Just go away.
Just
I'm
turn
not
it
going
off.
to talk to you about this.
You don't have. You can
You know?
unfriend me.
Yeah,
You can
you don't
unfriend
have
me if
to
you want.
enjoy comedy,
Yeah.
but I'm going to keep making it.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah."
What are you in town for, by the way? You doing stand up?
So I was in town to do some shows. They got rescheduled. So now I'm here to kick it with you guys and then kick it with JP,
Nice.
shoot some stuff. And then I'm going to Jared's tonight, too, to hang and shoot some stuff.
Right on.
Guns and videos.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
moving here?
Part of me still wants to.
Yeah.
Part of me still wants to. I feel like if I moved here, I would want to have house money, though. Like I'm in apartment money phase still. So I would want to like make like a big move. And I just got an apartment in LA that's like kind of affordable and not terrible. And it's in a good spot. And all my people are in LA. The people I work with, Stevie and Nikki,
Yep.
Blake Weber, my camera guy, my
we had
editor.
Blake on, 3 weeks ago? or
We had
some
Blake
shit?
on 3 weeks ago.
Oh,
He's
how was that?
Fucking funny.
Dude,
man.
he's the man. He's the best.
I
Isn't
had
he
no
great?
idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Just his voice is funny.
Yeah.
Yes,
know?
but he's an interesting guy. And
Yeah.
he's cool. Like anybody who can chat like that for a couple hours.
Yeah.
is amazing. Where you're just like, all right, cool, and it's just so many eclectic like things that he does. Where you're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I really
He's got a
like
golf podcast.
He's got a golf podcast.
He's a DJ.
Yeah, he and I got really into the festival scene over the past few years. So now we do like crazy EDM videos at these music festivals,
Which is also awesome.
which is so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
a
crazy.
blast.
And like, it's fun to shoot in those environments too, because you're shooting around people whose fucking pupils are like the size of a quarter.
Yeah.
And they're just standing there watching you like, what is this? What's happening right now? Are you guys making a movie? But he's the man, dude. He's so fun to work with.
Did you go to Coachella?
Not this year, but I've been a couple times.
Okay.
I'm more into the hippie festivals, to be honest.
What do you rock? Like, what do you go to? Because we go to a lot of concerts.
Yeah. Lightning in a Bottle was the last festival that I went to. That's out in the armpit of California.
Now you're peeking up Giorgio's
Fuck
interest.
yeah.
So he
There we
just
go.
worked a fucking nudist colony. Where was that, Giorgio?
Where was that?
What part of California was it?
It was San Diego.
San
I
Diego.
was right in the desert of San Diego. You ever heard of Desert Hearts?
Oh, yeah.
It's like that whole crew. I do
Okay,
a lot
cool.
in the house and techno scene.
Nice. Okay, right on. Yeah, Lightning in a Bottle was great. There's another one called Dirty Bird Campout. Have you heard of Dirty Bird? So I might perform there in October.
I live stream that.
Oh, dope.
We'll
Fuck
be there.
yeah.
We'll hang out.
Great. Yeah, we'll be friends. That's great. So that, and then, any festival that's called like Totality or like, Consciousness Ascension. I love that shit. It's so fun. And
What do you love about it? Is it the drunks?
it's the drug. Well, I don't call my drugs drugs. I call them medicine. As you can tell, because I wear a fucking beaded bracelet now.
Of course.
And
My medicine.
yeah. And, that's fun. I love the ethos of a festival like that because, like, Coachella, the ethos is like, let's go take selfies, bump into people without saying sorry,
Sure.
get fucked up. And that's cool. You can roll with a crew in Coachella and have a fantastic time. And I've done that before, and it's really fun. But when you go to one of these, like, transformational festivals, it's more of a community experience, I feel like. It's way more hippie, for sure. And there's people there.
Go to Coachella 8 to 10 hours after it's over versus Burning Man 8 to 10 hours after it's over. And what
Yeah.
you'll see is a giant pile of garbage
Yeah,
at
just
Coachella,
trash.
and then literally a blank desert. Everybody's picked up everything behind themselves.
It's wild. Yeah.
and people
same
go
with Lightning in a
way
Bottle.
harder at Burning Man than they do.
Oh,
at
yeah.
Coachella.
Way harder.
yeah.
Oh, dude.
But it's still clean afterwards.
Yeah.
That's the difference in the kind
Yeah.
of people you run into.
It's
there.
still clean, partly because the drugs are clean. You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
acid is actually acid, which is
Yeah.
pretty nice.
Yeah, it's not fentanyl acid.
Yeah, it's not fentanyl acid. But yeah, dude, it's a blast. And we shoot there, and just the characters are more entertaining, because you got people that probably work 9 to 5s selling fucking used cars that'll show up and call themselves Tsunami for the whole weekend and walk around in like leather skirts and just
Yeah.
be like, hey, brother, how are you, man? And it's just the characters in that environment are like hilarious, but also it's just so easy to connect with people. So it's a big inspiration behind the Rosé too, was just that sense of like community. and
Well,
trying to
they're
bring it
going
out.
to drink the shit out of it. Tell everybody where they can find it.
VibeRosé.com, VYBROSE.com. Untitled.com. We're going to be out in Texas, Florida, Arizona, California, New York next week. So you can order it there, and then hopefully we'll grow. Get distribution and go nationwide.
It's fantastic, man. Congratulations.
Thanks, bro.
Now's the point in the show. We get to the Drinking Bro of the Week, which is someone who has inspired you or helps you become the person you are today. Who would you like to give the Drinking Bro the Drinking Bro of the Week to?
Yeah.
Gosh, Rosé's kicking in. We killed a bottle.
We killed
a whole fucking bottle, bro.
Isn't that nice? It's
fucking
nice. It's smooth, bro.
4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, you put a shot of vodka
Let's
in there
go.
too. It still
Let's
tastes
go,
good.
fam.
Yeah, actually, Rosé better for making spritzers and cocktails than most wines.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We got a really good sangria recipe. Drinking Bro of the Week. Let's see. Who's my inspiration? Aside from our Lord and Savior, Alex Jones.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't know if Christ, because that, through him, everything's possible.
Through him, everything is possible, but through Alex, everything is realistic. Sure. So, Alex for sure. Recently, let's see. I mean,
who helped you make the rosé?
Yeah, I was just going to say my buddy Ryan is a co-founder with me on the project. He's a talent manager out in LA, music guy. So he's out there, and he's very much like a broy, high energy, like hustling SoCal type bro.
Yeah.
But he helped me bring this to fruition, and he's a killer partner. So rocking with him has been great. And then also my mom for talking me off the ledge over the past year and a half. You know, because this shit was a nightmare. In a fun way, as you guys know.
It's not fun.
Yeah. Hopefully the fun will start
it's not fucking
soon.
fun,
It's not fun to figure out how to ship
it's
fucking
fun
bulk wine
drinking it
across Napa.
It's fun drinking it, but that's kind of where that ends.
Yeah.
The business shit, you're just like, all right, great. Can we go nationwide and not deal with it anymore?
Yeah, fuck, man. Can I just sell this without having to sign 30 documents? Can we party
it's
now
not
on
like
a boat?
the recipe changes. You're
Right.
just like, hey, let's,
Right.
But it's the rest of the shit where it's just behind the scenes. Where, breakage.
Yeah.
Somebody break it.
Yeah, all that
Sorry,
shit.
You're going to pay for it. Fuck
Nightmare.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, Ryan was great. He's my partner in the Rosé. I'm super stoked to have it out. And, I'm happy. And my sister just turned 21. So now she can chug a bottle to the dome.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, we appreciate you being here. Anytime you're in Austin, you're always welcome here.
Fuck yeah.
Great
I love
guest,
you guys, dude.
And it's always a blast. Tell JP and Jared we said hello.
I shall.
Jared, we will see you soon, obviously.
I'm going down to his place